65 kilograms of Jeet Kune Do mastery against 200 kilograms of the strongest primate on Earth. If Bruce Lee and a Silverback gorilla were locked in a no-rules deathmatch, this vicious, no-holds-barred fight, would the human martial artist pull off a kill with his deadly techniques? Or would the jungle beast crush him with pure physical dominance? First, looking at raw physical stats and power, this seems like a hopeless, one-sided slaughter. A fully grown male silverback gorilla, at its peak, easily weighs over 200 kilograms and has an arm span of more than 2.6 meters. To help you feel the terrifying pressure of this natural war machine, here's a simulation that's been passed around on hardcore fighting forums. If you were unarmed, theoretically need at least 10 adult men or 5 to 8 heavyweight boxing champions at their peak, all attacking at once just to maybe pin one down? Sure, that's just a desperate estimate from internet users based on physics, but it makes the point clear. The few 100 pounds of force that a human champion can punch with, to a silverback with its 10 cm thick chest muscles and reinforced skull, it feels like a mosquito bite. Not only does it have devastating upper body strength that can bend solid steel bars, it also has a bite force of up to 1,300 pounds per square inches, comparable to a Nile crocodile. In a head-on collision, forget Bruce Lee at only 60-something kg. Even several heavyweight champions working together, one graze from those hydraulic press arms or one grab of any joint, and the human skeleton would shatter in an instant. But don't jump to a conclusion just yet. Once you strip away the rules of the ring and enter a no-holds-barred bloodbath, the situation takes a bizarre turn. You have to understand that Bruce Lee spent his life studying Jeet Kune Do, which was never meant to win gold medals in a ring. Its core is pure human body destruction. Bruce's principle is using no way as way destroy the enemy's ability to fight by any means necessary. Inside this cage with no referee to stop the fight, all those vicious banned techniques, eye pokes with the fingers, throat strikes with the 1-inch punch, low side kicks to destroy knees, would be unleashed without restriction. Yes, the silverback has thick, blade-resistant armor of muscle. Its charging fury makes even lions on the savannah back off. But a beast is a beast. Its defense relies entirely on tanking. Mother Nature did not equip its fragile eyes, throat cartilage, or knee ligaments with bulletproof glass. The gorilla attacks ferociously, but its movement is extremely linear. It just charges straight with no feints. In the blink of an eye, when that 400-pound monster lunges and misses by instinct, that split second is all Bruce Lee needs. His superhuman reaction time could catch the opening and land a devastating low kick aimed precisely at the gorilla's knee joint, which already bears enormous stress from its own weight. If that connecting point is destroyed, the jungle tank could collapse in an instant. A lot of people might think I'm overhyping Bruce, saying that against this absolute weight advantage, human force simply isn't enough to break through the beast's defenses. Well, let's hear what the very top of the fighting world had to say about Bruce Lee's destructive power. Back in the day, the notoriously ferocious former heavyweight world champion George Foreman, after witnessing Bruce Lee's muscle control and explosive power, left a chilling testimony. He could have been anything. In his weight class, he would have been a boxing champion. I remember I was in Hawaii in 1973 and I went to see the movie Enter the Dragon. When I walked out after the movie, on all my back I had chills on me. I was the heavyweight champion of the world, by the way, but all I could think was, wow. If Foreman's words confirm his terrifying combat presence, then another real event captured on historical film shows us his almost physics-defying destructive power. At the 1964 Long Beach International Karate Championships, Bruce Lee demonstrated the true zero-distance explosion, the 1-inch punch. A brave volunteer, Bob Baker, a black belt weighing over 100 kilograms, stepped up with no run-up or wind-up. From a distance of just 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters, Bruce's punch sent that 200-plus pound man flying backward, smashing the chair behind him. Afterward, Baker suffered severe chest pain and internal shock, couldn't get out of bed for days, and even privately begged Bruce to never use him as a test subject again. That kind of penetrating power delivered in a tiny space is exactly Bruce's ultimate trump card if the gorilla grabs him close and takes away his room to punch. Besides that devastating 1-inch punch, Bruce's localized hardness defies common sense. Martial arts circles still tell an incredible legend. Back in the 1970s, unopened Coca-Cola cans were made of thick, hard steel. According to multiple Hollywood stars and martial artists who knew him, Bruce could use 2 fingers and his 1-inch power to pierce those pressurized steel cans like a forged steel chisel. Sure, skeptics say there's no video proof, but even if the story's exaggerated, it shows how obsessed people of that era were with Bruce's power. This legendary finger strength has become a symbol of Jeet Kune Do's destructiveness. Imagine if those fingers, even with half the legendary power, were driven with explosive force into the gorilla's completely unprotected eyes or directly through its fragile throat. That would be terrifying, penetrating power. In the ultimate death arena of Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee's fingers are 2 combat knives, ready to kill. So if I have to give a final verdict to this cross-species death match, I think draw is the most reasonable answer. No one can be 100% sure to walk out alive. In the instant that the beast's hydraulic press arm crushes Bruce Lee's ribs, the human master would, at the cost of his own broken body, drive those steel-piercing fingers deep into the animal's unprotected eyes and windpipe. The jungle war machine would choke and collapse, and the highest achievement of human martial arts would also be buried in the blood of the cage. I know, even after all this, there will still be countless people typing the same old mockery. Stop hyping him. Bruce Lee was just a movie actor. The gorilla would annihilate him in a real fight. But is that really true? When we mock a pioneer who pushed the human body to its limits, a master who made heavyweight world champions like George Foreman shiver, are we being objective? Or are we just showing the blind, arrogant ignorance of modern people sitting behind their screens? If even the absolute defense of the strongest primate on land can't fully block the mutually destructive killing techniques of Jeet Kune Do, then those who hide behind keyboards and insist Bruce Lee had no real fighting ability, do they truly understand what killing art really means? What do you think of this ultimate mutually destructive deathmatch? Let me know in the comments.